Have you ever considered what it truly takes for an entire society to begin challenging deep-seated injustices and demand fundamental change? The civil rights movement was not ignited by a single spark, but rather a powerful confluence of long-standing systemic oppression, courageous individual defiance, and landmark legal challenges that reached a boiling point in the mid-20th century. At its core, the movement rose from the brutal reality of racial segregation and discrimination enforced by Jim Crow laws in the American South, a system built on the premise of white supremacy. These laws, upheld by the Supreme Court's 1896 Plessy v. Ferguson ruling of separate but equal, meant African Americans faced daily indignities, restricted voting rights, and often violence simply because of their race. This historical backdrop created a deep well of frustration and a pressing need for change. The pivotal moments that truly ignited widespread activism included the 1950 Supreme Court decision in Brown v. Board of Education, which declared school segregation unconstitutional, effectively overturning Plessy v. Ferguson. This ruling gave legal legitimacy to the fight for equality and energized civil rights advocates. Additionally, the horrific murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till in 1955 and the subsequent acquittal of his killers shocked the nation and galvanized many, especially young people, to demand justice. Shortly after, Rosa Parks' courageous refusal to give up her seat on a Montgomery, Alabama bus sparked the Montgomery bus boycott, demonstrating the immense power of organized, nonviolent collective action. These events served as catalysts, transforming simmering discontent into organized, strategic action. People began to understand that challenging segregation required not just legal battles, but sustained mass protests, boycotts, and civil disobedience. Groups like the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or NAACP, had already laid groundwork for legal challenges, but these new sparks ignited a broader, more direct movement engaging everyday citizens. Understanding these triggers reveals how profound change often emerges from a combination of legal shifts, moral outrage, and the unwavering determination of individuals and communities to stand up for their rights. The civil rights movement's origins reminded us that while injustice can be deeply entrenched, it can be overcome through persistent, collective effort and a refusal to accept the status quo.
If you're into this, like, subscribe, and drop a comment.